أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Quran has tons of wisdom hidden inside the verses, and some people get more wisdom than others when they read it. That's because everyone looks at the Quran in their own special way. 4 ways. There are a whole bunch of ways to look at the same stuff, and the more ways you use, the more wisdom you can unlock, inshallah. One way to learn more from the Quran is to look at it using different scales. The scales are basically the size of the area you're looking at. It can be really big, like the whole Quran, or really small, like just one tiny word in one tiny ayah. And each scale comes with its own special kind of wisdom. Today, inshallah, let's talk about the smallest size, one word. And, well, sometimes even one letter, whether it's a part of a word, or maybe the word just is one letter, like wa. So, what do you do when viewing a small scale section? First, you read it carefully. Then, ask yourself, why this word? There are other words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have used in its place, but He chose this specific word for a reason. How do we find out that reason? We imagine a different word with a similar meaning was in its place. And then we can see the difference, inshallah. Here's an example. La a'budu ma ta'budun. Let's look at this verse from Suratul Kafirun. La a'budu ma ta'budun. On a small scale, one word. You see that word in red? Abudu? This verb means to serve someone or be their slave. In this case, the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abudu, like abd, slave. So, la a'budu ma ta'budun, basically Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is supposed to tell the kafirun, the disbelievers, I am not a slave to what you guys are slaves to. The one who I work for is not the same one who you work for. Now, remember the steps. Ask yourself, why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use this word? Why didn't He use some other word? Imagine a different word was in its place. Let's say believe. I don't believe in the one you all believe in. Why doesn't it say that? Because a lot of the non-Muslims in the world, and in Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's time, do believe that there is a such thing as God. Like, when you talk to non-Muslims about Islam, they're always like, oh yeah, our religions are practically the same. We have the same God, so yeah. But it's not the same. And we learn the difference in this ayah. The misguided people around us are okay with saying God exists, but they don't want to do a lot of actual work for His sake. They don't want to be His slave. They don't want to let go of their haram fun, and basically they don't want to sacrifice. In this ayah, we learn that if we don't want to be grouped with the kafirun, we've got to not just say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is God, but also be His slave, a'budu. Submit to Him. Let Him decide what's okay and what's not okay. Him, not us. So, now you see why it was so wise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to use the word a'budu instead of some other word? That's how to look at the Quran on a teeny tiny scale of just one word. Next time, inshallah, we'll take a bigger scale. Okay, that's it for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.